To go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mott's 56.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Swing. Check safety. Check safety.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Tighten up.
P.
Tighten up. Chip.
Hey, Chip.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gostkowski, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go full street. Check 3. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. So Dawson, come on. Match ball.
Now a run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run with Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
Here's Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. He's going to loft one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
80 weapons.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Protein spill.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Back at the 16-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Go.
Watch the twist.
Big Ed. Watch it. Get it.
Now a give running left is Breida. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Now a give to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
no gain on the play. It's now third
Go.
and
30 base.
Here we go. Tight dog.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the run. Check your hot read.
Topper. Hit it.
On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're running.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Now a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, It helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Check 9, check 9. Go. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st down, this is Geis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check. Lucky. Back.
They run for it with Breida. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Get in the right room. Check 43.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins, he gets it to Sims, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Mike 8.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, it's Geis. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the slant.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Play 20.
56 is the mic. Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Check 24. Check 24. Kill.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish,